Welcome back to Kamal Kunj Home Academy, Japanese for Beginners. In this session, we will discuss Japanese sentence structure. But before that, we will learn some Japanese vocabulary. So let us start. Some Japanese vocabularies. Watashi, watashi means I. Watashi tachi, watashi tachi means we. Watashi tachi means we. Anata, anata means you. Anata tachi, anata tachi. Anata tachi means you, plural. Kare, kare means he. Kare means he. Karera, karera, karera means they. Kanojo, kanojo, means she. Kanojo means she. Kanojora, Kanojora means C. So Kamidara means sorry. They, female. So watashi means I, watashi tachi means we, anata means you, anata tachi means you, plural. Kare means he, karera means they, kanojo means she, kanojora means they, female. Kore, kore means this. Sore, sore means that. Are, are means that over there. Koko, koko means here. Soko, soko means there. Asoko, Asoko, Asoko means over there. Kore means this, sore means that. When the object is near the speaker means kore, kore means this. When the object is near the listener then sore, sore means that. Are means that over there. When the object is away from a speaker as well as listener then it is are. Are means that over there. Koko means here. Soko means there. Koko means when the object is near the speaker. Soko means when the object is near the listener. Soko means when the object is away from both a speaker as well as listener. Then it is asoko over there. Yomu, yomu, Yomu to read. It is a verb. Yomu. We will discuss later on verb. Yomu to read. Hone. Hone means book. So kore means this when the object is near the speaker. Sore means that when the object is near the listener. Are means when the object is away from a speaker as well as listener. Koko means here. Soko means there. Asoko means over there when the object is away from both a speaker as well as listener. This is yomu. Yomu to read. Hone. Hone means book. Now we will discuss Japanese sentence structure. Japanese sentence structure is different from English sentence structure. In English, subject comes first, then it is followed by verb, and then comes direct object. This is the English sentence structure. First subject, it is followed by verb, then comes direct object. But in Japanese, subject is followed by subject particle, then comes object, followed by object particle, and the verb comes in the last. Verb comes in the end of the sentence. In Japanese, subject is followed by subject particle wa. It is hiragana ha. This is hiragana ha. But when it is used as particle, it is pronounced as wa. Here this is object particle, this is hiragana wo. But when it is used as particle, it is pronounced as o. So subject followed by subject particle, then comes object followed by object particle, and verb always comes in the end of the sentence. Let us take a simple example. I read a book. The simple English sentence. I the subject, then verb, then direct object. This is the English sentence structure. Now, when it is written in Japanese, subject is I, watashi. Watashi, then subject particle Watashiwa. Then comes object, book. Watashiwa. Hon is the object followed by object particle. Watashiwa hon o. Then verb, to read, yomimasu. Watashiwa, subject followed by subject particle, then object followed by object particle, then verb. Watashiwa hon o yomimasu. So such particles like wa and o do not exist in English, and this is an article in English. Articles like a, an, and the. A and they, which are used in English, do not exist in Japanese. Such articles do not exist in Japanese. And the word order is variable. In Japanese, word order is less important. Important is particles. Particles define the subject particle, define the subject. Object particle define the object. So particles are important in Japanese. You can say particles are backbone of Japanese grammar. So this is a simple example. Let us take another example. Watashi wa ashita, watashi wa ashita tomodachi to restaurant de restaurant de gohan o tabemas. Watashi wa ashita tomodachi to restaurant de gohan o tabemasu. Means I will eat meal in the restaurant with my friend tomorrow. Tomorrow I will take meal in the restaurant with my friend. So this is the subject particle. This is the companion, friend, and this is the location where restaurant, in the restaurant, and this is the object gohan o, meal, tabemas, to eat. So I will eat meal in the restaurant with my friend tomorrow. So these word order may change, and here this is the subject may be omitted. You can simply say ashita tomodachi to restaurant de gohan o tabemasu, or restaurant de ashita tomodachi to gohan o tabemasu. You can change the word order, but particles are important. Object particle will be along with object, subject particle will be along with subject, and location particle will be along with location. So particles are important in Japanese sentence structure. Thus, in Japanese sentence structure, main features are: number 1, subject may be omitted. Depending on the context. Subject may be omitted depending on the context. Number 2, word order is less important. It is variable. Word order is variable. But generally subject and time is kept in the beginning, but it is not necessary. Number 3, particles are used. For example, subject particle, object particle, location particle, and time particles. Different particles are used in Japanese sentences. Particles are important for Japanese sentences. Articles like a, an, and the do not exist in Japanese. For the verb always comes in the end of the sentence. Verb is important. Verb always comes in the end of the sentence. Subject may be omitted depending on the context, and word order is less important. It is variable. And A and the, which are articles English used in English sentences, do not exist in Japanese. So these are the main features of Japanese sentence. In general, Japanese sentence may be represented as in general, Japanese sentence may be represented as first the topic, then topic particle, then comes other information. Other information what are the other information? Maybe time, particle is name, maybe object, object particle followed by object particle, then origin followed by origin particle, kara, then location followed by location particle, they, means and means of transport, means particle is they, so these are the other information. Word order for these are less important. Word orders are variable for these. And then in the last comes predicate. Predicate may be verb, maybe noun plus this. This is just like to be in English, is, am, are. So maybe noun plus this, is adjective plus this na adjective plus this. It is actually written desu but pronounced as des, D-E-S, des, not desu, des, pronounced as des. These are different from English noun plus verb, e adjective plus auxiliary verb, na adjective plus auxiliary verb. Here adjectives are also used as predicate. Adjective in Japanese, adjectives can also be used as predicate. Topic, generally in the beginning comes topic and time, but it is not necessary, it may vary. So what order of these, time, object, origin, location, means are variable, may change. And the last comes predicate, what we already discussed. Noun plus this, noun plus this for example, Koreva Hondes. This is a book. Kore means this. This is subject particle. Then Hondes. Koreva Hondes. Noun plus this. गोहन व ओसी देश, गोहन व सब्जेक्ट पार्टिकल ओसी देश, गोहन व ओसी देश. ओसी is an adjective, e adjective. Similarly, Tanaka san wa Yumei this. Yumei means famous. Yumei means famous. Now we will stop here and continue further in the next session. We will meet again. Till then, goodbye and thanks for watching.